It's Friday, 29th of May. It's going to be the May bank holiday, and you wouldn't think it because it has been cold. It's been hailing today. On the plot in the afternoon, look. That is a slippy slope. We've got daffodils still out, and down here, these rather nice primroses. Doesn't this look good? This is my wildflower area. Used to be privet bushes all along here, and that's the bit I'm going to tackle next. I've just put the mint from the ground into pots. Thanks, Mark Bannister, for your tip on that. We don't want that going everywhere. I've got a bit of lemon thyme here, which I just had nowhere to put it. That smells great. Over the rubber of the gloves, you can still smell it, and that's doing quite well just on its own. You can see nettles have started coming up. I pulled a lot of wet nettles up. We've got ubiquitous bindweed. We have sunshine. A bit of grass has got in here, and I might need a stick. If you're a little squeamish about dead things, look away now. What's this? Not sure. Can you see that? It looks like it could be hedgehog head. Well, you know, wildflower garden, dead wildlife. So there's nettles to come out of here. Then I'll give it a rake over, and I'm just wondering if the plants didn't do very well. Excuse me, because they were a seed mix destined for sunny places. So I've got this, which is for shade. It says it. Where does it say on the box? It said it somewhere. Meadow colour mixture. It definitely did say it. For shade. There was one for sun and one for shade. This says sunny or semi-shady places. This is sunny or semi-shady. So I'm going to hoe this over. Well, in between some of the plants are here, take out the weeds, and then we're going to sow that in. You know when you were younger and you were playing outside and your mum would call you in for tea? That's kind of what I've just had. So I've quickly raked this over to a fine till. People going home for the bank holiday weekend. And then this has got some, what do they call it? Spreading agent. It's basically filler, just to make sure you don't spread it too thickly. It's hard to tell whether there's got in it at all, so I've raked that over. I'm just going to water it in, chuck those things in the shed, and then rush home for tea. So we'll pick this up next time. It's Saturday now, and I came back to finish off the wildflower bed. And I was going to water it in, but the sky is doing that for me. I'm not sure when this rain's going to stop, and I haven't got waterproofs today. I wasn't expecting rain, so I'm going to try and cycle home in this, although it's getting heavier. So for now, I'm going to shelter in the shed. Here it comes. I wasn't expecting thunder, that's for sure. Oh well, what else have we been doing in the garden? Well, opening the greenhouse cold frame so they get some air and lightning and a bit of fresh rain, which is good. And can we see, poke out there the wasabi? That likes fresh water. That's been a bit droopy of late, so it's going to appreciate that. The clinking by my feet. You know, I might be here a long time. These might go quite quickly. I think, you know, it's cozy here. I think I'll stay for a while. We have water. We have emergency biscuit rations, plasters, tissues, slug pellets. Can't really live off that, but I could wear a plant pot for a hat. I think I'm going to be here for about 10 minutes. Yeah. I think we're safe. It's just a mild bit of wetness now. Oh, that's pretty extreme. Look at the hail. I had to push that top down from inside the shed. Fortunately, nothing's got too bashed. Oh, it's still coming down. I was discussing with Nick earlier when I came to the allotment today that it's been so cold, it probably wasn't worth putting any plants in the ground, and how right we were. He put some in last week and the cold weather killed them. Oh dear, it's getting dripped on. Saved me a job. That's all watered. Oh, now I've got a wet bicycle seat. I think it's home time. I can see blue sky. I can see blue sky there. That's coming this way. See if I can find my towel off the seat and cycle back. Sunday now, a bit out of breath. Decided I'd run. It's 4.1 kilometers from their gate to my house. It took me 21 minutes, so that's not too bad. Maybe 5 minutes slower than by bike. I've got to carry stuff, so I'm wearing my backpack. Usually you run quicker than that, but I have just had a lot of bacon and a lot of cookies. So I'm going to work it off. This afternoon what we're going to do, carrots I think. It's going to be warmer for the rest of the week. No hail, fingers crossed. Maybe a bit of rain this afternoon at 3 o'clock, so I've got my coat this time. What else? See what seedlings we can plant out now, because it's definitely warmer. I think that cold front is gone. Right, I've got some water in the shed. I need a drink of water and then we'll get on. Before I start on the carrots, I just want to check the rest of the garden, and things are coming up. These are the King Edwards, doing quite well, and first Pentland Javelin's coming up. I think that's Pentland Javelin in that row. I'm not going to weed these just yet. I'm going to wait till the sprouts emerge before I start hoeing around them. So they're doing quite well. The lettuces need a bit of a water. They're starting to come up. So we've got three really. We've got an oriental salad, which is purple ones in there. That's a weed. You come out. And then we've got just general salad really. Quite well spaced. Oh dear. I think spacing not so good. And then at the end we've got I think it was the sorrel. The sorrel's like guard plant, so the slugs will hopefully go for that. We'll just give that a quick water in. I've got some air to it as well. And then this area hasn't been manured so much, so that should be alright for the carrots. I'm going to dig it and sieve it. Also going in today, I'm going to find somewhere to put some more beetroots. I quite like the beetroots. The Japanese radish, the mooli. That's going to be fun. That's going to be different. Parsnips. Never had a good relationship with parsnips. It might even be a bit too late to put those in, but we'll see. And then we've got our Amsterdam forcing carrots. Well, the soil's been dug, it's been raked, it's also been sieved, so hopefully we've got most of the stones out. You know how carrots are like, lazy, they don't like to dig down very much or hit things and they fork. So I'm going to put the carrots in a couple of rows. And then I'm going to cover them with sand and then a little bit of soil, just so I know where they are. It has started raining, raincoat is on, it's not too heavy yet, so we'll see how we go. Almost dropped that. So the carrots have gone into their drills, and I've just put agricultural sand on the top. I've not dug it in, I've just raked the very top bit over. Hopefully lazy carrots will put their feet down into that. Next door to the carrots we've got the mooli, which is a Japanese radish which can grow. I can't do it with one hand. That big? That big. I've never seen the seeds before. I'm guessing you might not have, so here we go. Here's my little spare hand. They're pretty big. They're like little pebbles. You can barely see that. So these go 1.5 centimeters deep and about 20 odd centimeters apart. So I'm putting them in the drills next door to the carrots. So hopefully these will go even deeper. The rain's predicted at 3 o'clock. It's about 20 minutes to, and it takes you 21 minutes to run home. So against the clock, I'm not going to get the seedlings in again. But what I am going to do is get the beetroots and the parsnips. This is the back of the plot. People who were watching last year might remember that this area here was a cornfield, and before that it was covered in privet and all sorts of overgrown things and skulls and skeletons. So it's covered basically in this, and it was very much like this, compacted. Now after a year of turning it into a cornfield, which the corn didn't work, it's still a little bit rooty, but the texture is much better. So we're going to try some more robust root vegetables, and they're the beetroots and the parsnips. So I've got a couple of drills. We've got a 1 centimeter drill for the beetroots and about a 2 centimeter drill for the parsnips, which I've just done with the end of a hoe. So let's get those in. I think I'm going to have to water these in because that tree's going to shade them. The carrots, I think the clouds are going to water those in for me. Let's get these in as quick as we can. Now if you're watching last year, you would know that beetroots, apart from having really good seeds, it looks like granola. My granddad used to grow beetroots. I know he was a keen gardener, and I don't know what else he grew, but I remember he grew beetroots. So that's why I'm growing beetroots. Plus I like a beetroot now and again and a cheese sandwich. And I've still got some pickled beetroot from last year. I grew it over there where the onions are currently growing. So I want to see if they're going to grow here. It's a lot drier, but trees have either fallen down or I've taken out some trees here. My theory is they're going to be a bit more robust because, you know, beetroots are supposed to be kind of bulletproof. Loads of gardeners grow them. So let's hope that bears out. Right, 1 row down, 1 row to go. Parsnips. I do like parsnips. My dad, hello Dad, doesn't like parsnips so much. And I've not had any success with growing them yet. So let's try them in a different place. This is, I don't know if you call it free draining. It certainly is dry. But these go in about 30 centimeters apart, and you can't really do it with one hand. So I got to put you down, sorry. Well, that's the beetroot and the parsnips in. The sun is trying to come out, but you know, I don't think it's going to last long. The carrots have been watered in. They look quite nice in rows. They're like little zebra, a zebra patch with the silver sand in, so I can see where the carrots are. It should be easy to thin them. They're mostly thin. And then the seedlings that I'm not going to be putting out just yet, I've had a little shift around in the greenhousey. It's not really greenhouse. I think greenhouses are heated. This isn't, so I'm guessing this really is a cold frame. What I've done is I've rejigged it so the small seedlings, the ones that haven't come up yet, are at the bottom where it's darkest. The tomatoes are in there at the moment. And then as they're getting bigger, they're going up towards the top to get more light. Now, before I plant these out, these need to harden off a bit, so I'm not going to close this fully. So it's going to get some breeze around. A bit more than that, perhaps. Helps strengthen the stalks and get them used to some colder nights. It's going to get warmer this week. Last week we had frosts. This week it's going to be 3 degrees, 6 degrees at night, so that's much better for them. So tonight I'm going to have a bit of air to breathe. That's it. I've got to get my pack on and then run home, see if we can beat the weather. Thanks for watching. I think that might be it for this week. It's May Bank Holiday, so there is a May Day bank holiday tomorrow. So I might come back, but it might be it for today, in which case we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.